So when we look at, bila kita cakap pasal digital banking innovation, of course kalau kita tengok dekat Bank Islam, what you are aware of would be of course BU by Bank Islam. So that's directly under my division lah. Then of course we have our latest BNB mobile dengan BNB web, previously Go. Well, doing digital banking, well, of course the intent, whatever that we want to do, the intent of course is to improve customer satisfaction, meaning that what do we mean by customer satisfaction is that when the customer uses it for a certain intent and purpose, they are able to achieve that intent and purpose. Ada orang satisfied lah, kan? So orang tak satisfied bila saya nak bayar makanan, asal saya lapar, saya nak makan, tapi saya tak dapat bayar makanan, atau lambat nak bayar, atau saya kena pergi cari cash, dan saya dah lapar, saya lambat makan. So you're not satisfied, yeah. So digital banking is supposed to actually do that. So when you look at it, right, kalau tengok sini, kalau berjaya, QR tu laju, satisfied lah. Kalau slow, tak satisfied. So there's many layers to this question. It is not immediately that digital banking innovation will improve customer experience, right? Kalau tengok kat sini, dengan apa ni, dengan customer service ini, user experience. Okay, so the intent of digital banking, yes, is kita nak percepatkan, kita nak permudahkan, but it needs to be done well. There is infrastructure issues, when there is connectivity issues, when there is bugs in the app. So those are the typical challenges. And have to remember, tak tahu kalau you ada kawan-kawan programming you apa semua kan, kalau you dengar dia cakap dibagi lah sampai bermalam kan, because sometimes whenever you have a problem, there are issues that can't be rectified immediately. So kalau tanya how does Bank Islam kita nak improve customer set and user experience, we have all those applications up and running, right? And how we design and build those are really trying to understand what the customer uses it for. So itu satu benda. So this is the term we call customer centricity. We need to understand customer behavior, how they're using it, how they are using it, how, where are they using it, and also when. The other challenges would come from, another one is actually scammers. Okay, because scammers, fraudsters, hackers, right? So that's the next challenge. So how do we create a digital banking solution for you that is also safe, tetapi tidak keberatan? We can actually make it very very secure. So have you guys seen, like, ni tak tahu lah kalau you ada kawan-kawan bapak-bapak yang financial controller ke apa, so kalau katakan corporate, dia ada internet banking dia juga, tapi corporate internet banking ni dia a bit more secure, dia kena ada apa ni, the maker, dia kena ada the checker, okay kan, and everybody has their own authorization, and authorization dia pakai physical token. Yes, like kalau pernah tengok dia colour biru, then dia bila kita type in password, dia akan kata okay, type in the number that is being generated on that token, random. So kita masuk, baru kita boleh login. So kalau katakan nak hack tu susah lah, because I kena curi you punya phone, I kena curi you punya login name, password dengan token, dengan password token tu password kan. So those are the challenges lah. That means that from front end, from individual or retail perspective, macam mana you nak, kita nak safeguard you dan you pun boleh pakai dengan selamat. Lagi satu, how do we safeguard dekat belakang. Of course, another challenge would be that how do we upkeep with regulation lah. So if you realise that we are regulated, banks are regulated by Bank Negara, right? So of course they do create regulations, how they look at industry and how do they make the industry a bit more robust. So the reason why Bank Negara is there is so that the industry is safe for the consumers, for all of you. Challenge for us is because that there is always a cost of complying to a regulation. So cost dia, okay, we have to invest in certain technology, certain capabilities. Could also be that we need lead time to comply. We interviewed the tertiary students like you guys, because kita orang nak tahu like apa ni, because you guys will soon be the first jobless kita panggil, or the job seekers. So how do we how does customer feedback tu is that, so it's just not about you feedback, it's actually a systematic approach. So what we did was we went down to the ground, we interviewed I think about 400 students ranging from the juniors, seniors, job seekers and also first jobbers. So we track behaviors within our app, you drop off kat mana apa semua. So from that we try to understand why is there heavy drop off, high drop off kat sini. So that's how we also improve lah. So apa kita buat tu memang based on what customer tells us, rather than we think this is best for the customer. So for BU by Bank Islam, if you see how we differentiate ourselves is we work hard on the younger sector. Biggest product right now is NAS. So NAS ni kalau orang tanya, kita always decided that dia sama macam tabung macam dalam MMI. But of course there is some differences to the experience lah. Okay, and the reason why we do NAS is because that one of the biggest challenge bila kita tanya the young adults was, I'm having trouble to save. Okay, so bila kita tanya, okay, I'm having trouble to save, why are you having trouble to save? Can you just like create another account, hide it somewhere? Oh, tak boleh juga. Dia kena also at least ada friction tu nak buat keluar, tapi tak boleh buat keluar langsung, because admin want to use it for emergency. So we need to create a product that you may forget about it. So that's why we call one of our rules is set and forget. You boleh lupa, tapi kalau dalam kecemasan you still boleh pergi. So kalau dalam BU by Bank Islam, you boleh cari kerja gigas part time. So we created that. So I think that's the only bank yang ada, because betul lah, what the job seekers want is that while I'm waiting for my job, I still need to have money, kan? So this is where again how we differentiate our services. BU by Bank Islam ni, we don't have branches, so we do not employ branches to market lah. So kalau kita tengok an incumbent bank where a lot of their punya acquisition happens in branches. Jadi kalau BU by Bank Islam, we focus a lot more through, one is through digital marketing, so that's one. We use paid ads, we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on social media a lot. We are very much present dekat gigas dengan students, kan. So Unigen, I don't think we have much engagement. Tapi kalau macam there are a lot more universities who are quite close to us, we even engage BU-RAN. So some of the universities have their own RAN event which is sponsored by us. We have a lot of engagement on the ground with universities, but all of these are under a practice what we call growth. So I'm not sure whether have you heard that term. Okay, so growth ni is a practice where where we use data and analytics to actually grow a certain product or a certain segment. Growth practice, what they will try to do is try to improve looking at data and analysis, and then that will influence the next product iteration. We have what we call a funnel, acquisition funnel. So maksudnya dalam sehari tu dia ada beribu orang download app kita, tapi adakah dia akan buka account kita? So it's a funnel. So jadinya kita tengok, kenapa ramai drop off dekat sini? So analytics dia akan tengok, dia akan track, dia akan cakap, ada drop off besar dekat sini, we have to study. So then, who will be able to answer? Of course, the customers. So we will ask the customers, okay, is it because it's confusing that you tak buka? Which I think was yes lah. Orang-orang bila kita buat that swap kan, so adalah we bidding something, it wasn't impacting it. So who makes the call to swap is dia yang akan buat the design tu, dan dia akan masuk development. But who realise that there is gaps is the analytics. But all of this is under what we call as a growth practice, because whatever that we want to do is to grow the numbers. But that is how granular that we look into it. So kalau tengok nombor tu, memang kita tengok nombor tu every day, daily. Then we respond quite fast. That's why terus diorang kena buat semalam, pasal we want to move to development ready. We need to decide ready, kita nak pakai tiles macam ni ke, tiles macam tu ke. Customer kena validate, because kalau customer tak validate, diorang tak boleh masuk development. So that's to answer how important the customer feedback. That is how feedback. So it is not the feedback yang you rasa macam, oh you nampak orang cakap, I rasa FB tak best lah, ada tak ada feedback macam tu. Kita memang very granular, right down to the script. We run our digital marketing like a stock exchange, like an investment. Kita banyak-banyak campaign, and we will move resources according to which campaign works best. Kita tak bazir duit. Kita bukannya taruh je lah kat situ 10,000, tak ada. It's on a daily basis tau diorang tukar, so that we get the best cost per acquisition.
Another element of growth is experiment lah.
Experimentation.
Our team ni dia galakkan kita buat eksperimen, and my friend said lah, dia data scientist, 90% of the experiment that kita buat fail. 90%. So macam I'm currently overseeing an experiment. So tak tahu lah, sebab my experiment ni involve development, develop this actual screen to see the result. So it could fail, it could succeed kan. So experiments lah.
Experimentation
that promotes growth through experiment is quite a blessing juga lah. Sometimes dia macam tak nak buat eksperimen, rugi buat apa kan, buat benda yang kita dah tahu proven,
tapi tak tahu pun proven ke tak kan.
Betul lah.
So now you see the amount of work from the branch that we have transferred to you. Now you are doing the work. So that's what we call self-serve. So what happens is that we are able to reduce manpower dekat branches, and for those manpower to focus on higher productivity. Dari capability perspective is that now you're able to do it 24/7. So without technology, we would not have been able to provide a 24/7 service. So as a customer, do you need to have the much dependency on ATM? Tak payah. Then bank, do I need to service my ATM that much? Because kita kena replenish duit apa semua juga tak? It's cost, it's still cost. Okay, so nampak. So how has digital banking impact operation is that manner? Of course, when we are, as I mentioned, when we are able to provide better look at better productivity, of course profitability will be improved juga lah.
BU Bank Islam is a digital bank lah, launched by Bank Islam.
It's separated, doesn't mean that you have an account with Bank Islam, you have an account with UTA. Or if you have an account with BU, it doesn't mean that you have an account with Bank Islam.
So it's a separate bank account lah. You ada separate account number. So they cater for three main functions lah: transaction, and then savings dengan earning lah. So transaction you ada transfer, QR and so on. Savings you ada NAS. So NAS ni you boleh buka lah apa-apa tabung. Earning part pula kita ada term deposit, yang mana you boleh letak sedikit duit, lepas tu you earn profit. And juga gigs. So gigs ni is unconventional feature yang banking yang tawarkan, di mana you customer boleh cari kerja part time, like who would have thought you boleh dapat kerja part time through a banking app kan. Lepas tu so this is the earning part. then another feature is budgeting, yang mana you boleh letak income you boleh track expenses you, and then you boleh categorize lah, ikut whatever category yang you bayar. Jadi student ada makan, bayar sewa rumah, okay? So this is me lah. So one of our best features yang dapat praise from our customers is nice lah. Basically it helps them to save and achieve their goals. Diorang ni mostly around 60% simpan untuk kahwin. So our feature ni macam help them to achieve their goals, especially dengan ada feature macam automated transfer. So you boleh set setiap bulan atau setiap minggu nak transfer 200 dalam tabung kahwin, 300 dalam tabung travel, macam tu lah. And then ada 52 weeks punya feature juga, yang mana dia akan auto tolak. Satu minggu first dia tolak RM1, minggu kedua RM2, minggu ketiga RM3, sampai 52 weeks. By the end of the 52 weeks tu you ada dalam RM1,300 automatic. Okay, BINTI tu pun you boleh save lah basically. Okay, and then another feature kita nak add is what is called round up. So you boleh set lah bila you bayar buat payment. So kalau you round up payment tu RM10.80, dia round up to RM11. So 20 sen tu masuklah tabung yang jelas. So yeah, that's basically it lah. And then ada banking feature juga yang kita dah adopt dari bank Islam, which is Al-Wafa. Al-Wafa ni is investment account yang mana kita letak duit, jadi kita ada peluang untuk menang cabutan bertuah lah, menang hadiah, ada peluang. So the main price is 1 million. 1 million.
Total price 18 million
lah, termasuk kereta, Metro, Honda semua lah. So you boleh nampak BU ni dia ada dua jalan yang dia lalu lah. First, dia create a totally new feature macam NAS, gigs, kan? And then kita digitalizekan whatever produk yang Bank Islam dah ada, kita digitalkan.
Kita ada micro takaful juga tau.
Enhance the experience lah. Another thing is micro takaful. So micro takaful is dia macam so-called insurance lah, takaful. So bila you ambil kerja dekat Leeds, contoh you jadi dapat kerja jadi rider, you boleh ambil takaful lah yang protect. So whatever happen, whatever accident lah yang berlaku semasa you buat takaful tu, kita orang akan protect.
So right now we are working on the young adults, students. So you know that we continuously engage, and whatever new needs or new wants that surface up, you know that we will respond to it. We will try to address it. How we are ensuring is that we have the capability to respond fast. Itu for me is the most important thing about us being about future-proofing ourselves. We do have plans for features and functions, but for me the answer to that is for us to be agile and able to respond quickly to arising needs and wants. So that is more important to us than trying to predict the future. We have a digital academy. Jadinya, because when we talk about digital banking, itu is a product lah, but in terms of how all of us as employees are able to upskill themselves, so memang we have our digital academy that really talks and actually even get anybody within the bank to test out how do you play around with data, how you can actually use AI. I mean, you've given a talk on Figma.
Yeah.
You've given a talk on. So, Figma is a tool that we use to prototype. So even kita pun ajar macam for us we are from Center of Digital Experience, so kita pun ajar lah juga the tools that we use, macam Figma or Miro and whatnot, so that everybody can also use for their productivity. We are heavy users of AI for our work. apa ni, we've even created our own custom GPTs and whatnot. Yeah, within the bank. This is not for the customers. This is to assist people in working. So apa ni, we have trained certain AI to do certain work for us. We even have RPA, robotic process automation, also within the bank, and this is actually being developed and taught to all our employees lah. So what we, so jawapan pendek ni is we have a digital academy, and the target is to ensure 100% apa ni, uptake in digital skills. So it's mandatory learnings.